Hello, and welcome to Tea and Tarot. I'm your host, Em. In this podcast, we dive into the world of tarot each week, along with a cup of tea. Some weeks, we dive into readings, others into the cards themselves, and some we explore learning about tarot. This week, we're excited to start the month of June, and I've pulled out my cards for reflection. Before sharing the reading, I wanted to quickly introduce this week's tea. Today, I have prepared myself a calming chamomile tea. Chamomile has been cherished for centuries as a soothing remedy for relaxation and tranquility. Sourced from the daisy-like chamomile flowers, this herbal infusion offers a gentle and floral taste with subtle hints of apple and honey. Its calming effects and mild, sweet flavor make it a beloved choice for unwinding before bedtime or during moments of stress, providing a comforting and restorative experience with every sip. It's a great tea to start the month, letting me focus on calming energies and clear reflection. For this month, I have pulled 4 cards for the Messages from the Universe spread. You can learn more about this spread on my blog if you are interested. Our first card in the Messages for the Body position is Temperance. Temperance is all about balance and moderation, reminding us that true wellness arises from living in harmony with ourselves. This balanced presence emerges in the body position, ushering us towards a more holistic, integrated approach to our physical care. Rather than pushing towards extremes or fads, temperance asks you to become more attuned to your body's needs and cycles. Listen closely to the signals it sends. When it craves rest, nourishment, or movement, then carefully calibrate your lifestyle to achieve your goals. For some, this may mean pulling back on an overly intensive workout regime to incorporate more gentle practices like yoga, swimming, or walking. For others, it could involve moderating indulgences and crafting a dietary path that provides sufficient fuel without deprivation. The key is tuning into what ratios and routines allow you to feel centered, vibrant, and at ease. Temperance also prompts us to blend elements from various wellnesses and modalities. Don't subscribe strictly to one rigid routine, but experiment with curating the techniques that harmonize mind, body, and spirit for you. Perhaps it's beginning your days with meditation and breathwork before physical training, or winding down nights with restorative yoga and journaling. By adopting temperance's balanced presence, you cultivate true wholeness, honoring your body while linking its care to your emotional, mental, and spiritual development. For the heart position this month, we have drawn the King of Swords. The commanding presence of the King of Swords cuts through the muddy emotional waters, calling us to relate from a place of clear-minded truth. While the heart is often seen as the domain of pure feeling, this court card reminds you that integrating intellect is equally vital for healthy, intimate connections. The king's airy logic and mental fortitude aren't meant to repress or ignore your emotional depths. Rather, his role is to bring discernment and objectivity so that you can better understand your stirrings without being controlled by passing whims or melodrama. From this lucid vantage point, you're able to shift through complex, heartful issues with piercing accuracy. If conflicts or misunderstandings have arisen in your life or relationships, the King of Swords guides you to detach from reactive defensiveness. Instead, approach the situation as someone impartial and solely concerned in finding the root truth. Have the courage to initiate those potentially difficult conversations, but do so with poise and fair perspectives in mind for all involved. However, this court card's precision and authority shouldn't be mistaken for coldness. The King of Swords simply cuts through falsehoods and euphemisms to uphold the highest standards of integrity. When communicated skillfully, his potent energies allow for the deepest emotional transparency and vulnerability between souls. Speak your feelings with authenticity, balance them with rationality. Next, for the mind position, we have drawn the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords embodies the boundless curiosity and wonder of youth. When this court card shows up in the mind position, it sparks an insatiable thirst for knowledge, learning, and intellectual exploration. This archetypal student possesses an almost relentless drive to poke, prod, and analyze each new concept from every possible angle until its core truths are laid bare. Bit of a trend this month with the 2 sword cards. This month, expect your mind to be utterly electrified with an abundance of burning questions and curiosities. You'll feel like a sponge, hungry to absorb any information that expands your understanding of the world around you. Lectures, books, podcasts, classes, nothing will be off limits to feed this rapturous appetite for greater insight. But the Page's energy goes beyond just devouring knowledge. They also embody an innate fearlessness when it comes to questioning conventional assumptions and poking holes in outdated methods. You may find yourself more emboldened to challenge belief systems, speak up with provocative inquiries, and philosophically spar in your truth-seeking quest. This inquiring mindset can breathe fresh air into stagnant areas of your life. The Page of Swords encourages looking at everything through a beginner's mind, stripping away preconception to rediscover that childlike sense of awe and possibility. Be open to new perspectives that radically shift your worldview. This month, put yourself out there and fulfill that curiosity to learn more. The only caution is to balance the desire to endlessly gather information with actually integrating and applying what you've learned. When you fuse the Page's curiosity with focus, profound mind expansion awaits. Lastly, for the Spirit position, I have pulled the 9 of Wands, a nice break from the 2 swords. When the 9 of Wands appears in the spiritual position, it reveals the vast reserves of resilience and determination pulsing through your soul's journey. Make no mistake, the path of profound personal growth and awakening is challenging, fraught with multiple trials. The Nine of Wands doesn't emerge from a place of naivety. It's been forged through hard work, trials, and dedication. You've faced your demons, obstacles, and heartbreaks head on, and the spiritual battle scars are evident. Yet, despite the darkness and pain, an inextinguishable flame burns from within. An unshakable sense of purpose and ferocious will to persevere strengthens your foundation. In this sense, the Nine of Wands is a badge of honor, acknowledging just how far you've traveled to reach the present vantage point. It signals that you've cultivated the fortitude and grit to withstand further tests on the horizon. Because you've been to the depths and re-emerged, reborn with newfound tenacity. This spiritual fire and stamina will be crucial as you continue blazing your trail. There may be times when the path forward feels utterly daunting, and you're tempted to throw in the towel. But the Nine of Wands reminds you of your immense capacity to endure, to entrench, defend your energetic boundaries, and to resist giving up. By staying rooted in your practices and constantly replenishing your spiritual wells, you'll be able to call upon this warrior archetype's sustained drive. Have faith in yourself. You've got this. This month's reading is truly intense. June is calling for you to build balance within yourself, while driving forwards with clarity, cutting to the truth of our surroundings, and questioning the patterns around you. Stay curious, learn more, and leverage your life's experiences to bring you confidence to keep pushing forwards. It's a month of integrating balance, clear thinking, curiosity, and perseverance into your daily life. Embrace these energies, and you'll find yourself moving through June with grace and strength, ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. If you enjoyed today's discussion, please do subscribe or find me on social media. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, stay curious, stay grounded, and see you next time.